Hello, everybody, and welcome here to Eastern Hancock High School. As we've had some technical difficulties and a lot of network changes this summer, that this is our first live stream, and we're finding out some of the network changes that didn't play well with our new live stream equipment. So we're going to have to figure that out as we go. But we are now live on YouTube. I think Mr. Paxton's getting our YouTube chat pulled up so you guys can see us on there and chat with us and talk to us. Tell us how things look and sound and all that. They can chat on YouTube. We're not connected to YouTube. I know. They can chat with us, though, right? So, anyway, as we get ready to start here, we've got the varsity football scrimmage here between the Eastern Hancock Royals and the Cardinal Ritter Raiders. Excited for this one, Cole?
Oh, yeah. Happy to be back in the booth and happy that football season's back.
I would agree with that.
How many years has it been since you've been back in the booth?
It's been 4 years since I've been in the booth.
Since the last stint.
It's been a while. So I'm glad to be back. I miss being on the sidelines, you know. It's one of those things that I miss that. That was fun. I miss being around the kids every day, but this is a lot less stress. So this is one of those that I'm able to do, and, you know, I don't have to stress. I'm stressed about it now because we're having these problems.
I was going to say, you might be eating those words in about 10 minutes, but.
So, your announcers, that button didn't work that Mr. Paxton put in.
For the announcer?
The announcers. Your announcers were just you and Cole.
Oh, you hit the wrong. It's in the preview.
You hit the one that said tonight's announcers.
It's not there. It's up here.
We're going to call the Royals team tonight, and they're going to be on offense to start tonight's
Okay.
game.
This was out the way.
So the way this works, just so you guys know, sorry, we're having all kinds of technical difficulties. Mr. Paxton's working on our new scoreboard. The way this works, the Royals will get a series here. They'll get 15 plays from the 35-yard line, and then it'll switch to the Ritter Raiders. So Eden in the gun, sends Eli Manship in motion. Snap.
Botched.
I'm going to say that that's not what we wanted from our first play there. What do you think, Cole?
Unless we were drawing up Fumble Rooski the first play.
Watch the replay there.
I think it may bounce off.
If John, our cameraman, can hear, if you could zoom in a little bit, that'd be perfect. Yeah, that definitely was not what we were looking for on the first play. So
Maybe bounced off his leg.
second play, Luke Manship in motion left to right. Same play again. Eli coming back. Now we get the handoff to QB. QB breaks one up the middle. Couple arm tackles, and Mark QB's going to be gone. Gets chased by Nayland Vaughn, but Vaughn couldn't catch him. And I tell you what, we missed that Mark QB last year. Why was it muted?
You unmuted?
Yeah. So we've been muted this whole time. All kinds of problems here. Eden too wide there, throwing to Dawson Springman, the sophomore.
30 seconds in for the Royals.
So Eden 0 for 2 so far here. Again, 2 receivers to each side. QB in the backfield with him. Takes it. Nice easy throw out there to Eli Manship. Good block on the edge by Gavin Bowman. And Eli is going to pick up about 15 on the little screenplay. And this is all, I want you to watch this block from Gavin Bowman. He's the receiver at the very top of the screen. Gavin does a nice job. Initially goes for the corner, but then sees that the biggest threat is that outside linebacker and comes in and takes him out instead. Nice adjustment there by the young man. Trips to the left. Eden steps up in the pocket. He's got Manship, but then he overthrows it there. We'll see if this came to our camera. See if this came right at our camera. Tries hitting Gavin Bowman here. Whew. Right at the camera. That's a new angle we've got now this year, folks.
Fun view. Like that view.
It is a fun view. So 2nd and 10 from about the 17-yard line. Eden again. Looks to hand off. Fumbles it. Lost it. And that's going to be the first turnover of the season as a muffed exchange there between Eden and QB.
Always a problem for concern when you're running as much option as I think the Royals have in their playbook this year. But better to get it out this week than the next 9.
Yeah, the thing is, if you watch this offense, it's going to look very, very similar to what they've been doing the last 3 years. The key difference here is there's going to be a lot more of Elijah Eden having the chance to keep it. And he's used his athleticism to run in the past, but usually off of broken plays, not off of called plays. And so now we've got a lot of called plays that we're calling this, as you called it, it's triple option. So he's got the option to hand off to Mark, or he can keep it himself, or he can flip it to typically one of the manships. We'll see that also with Hayden Jackson when Hayden comes back.
Yeah.
And so it's a really, really dangerous offense, but it's something that these boys have only had 2 months to really kind of perfect. And so you're still going to see some miscues there. So 1st and 10 back from the 35 after the turnover doesn't really turn into a turnover. Nice power play there. There's a nice job. Look at this hole up front. If we can see this hole up front, I want you to watch our right guard. I believe that is Drew Morris. Pulls, ear holes the D tackle. It gives Mark a really nice lane right up the middle on that. It's actually more of a trap than a power.
Yeah.
Mark,
Got some pressure in from the side, too, and Mark able to just break through the arm tackles there.
Yep. There, Mark leading for Eli Manship. And again, huge hole again.
2 10-plus yard pickups back-to-back.
Yeah, if you watch this. Offensive line, Drew again pulls. Doesn't actually get a clean block, but gets enough of the guy. I think that was Logan Jones that he was kicking out there. Eli in motion, little toss jet sweep to Eli. Good block there again. And a nice stick there by the safety. Came up out of nowhere. Drew Morris everywhere right now. Pulls out there on the pole, gets to the corner.
What do you think about the neck brace?
I like it. It's
You
clean.
Like the neck brace.
Looks good.
You like it better with the jersey pulled over?
Yeah. So 2nd and 4. Eden flips it out here to Gavin Bowman again. Good blocks, but it looks like we're going to get a flag.
Gavin Bowman, there's a flag on the play.
See what the flag's for.
Appears it was
It's going to be a
holding.
hold.
Yeah.
So talk to us. Let us know if you can hear again. I think we're back on and you can hear us.
That's weird because early I heard it echo on that.
So trips to the left here, ball on the 40-yard line, 2nd and 9. After the hold, Eden drops back to pass, has a hole there for Springman. Springman with the nice catch.
Good catch.
And then Springman with the nice run after the catch, brought down by Santiago Calerio after a pickup of about 20. Gets down to the 19-yard line. Nice throw. Eden settling into a rhythm now after a couple of misses. I like what Coach Kuntz, the offensive coordinator, did. A couple of overthrows there early on, settled him down with some screens. And again, basically same play there. Dawson again with the snag. Nice delivery, and he's going to get down to about the, what is that, about the 5?
Coach Bain on the sideline thinks he was in. It's a hard angle. I thought we had a couple punched in from that angle last night.
Thought you did too. You had a good game last night. First middle school game of the season.
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad.
So that's the end of the session. So you guys see this here. The way this works, and it's a little hard to see. Let me switch back to this, make it a little easier for you. Each team gets 15 plays from their own 35-yard line, and then they'll get a goal line sequence. So Royals, 15 plays there. They scored on the very first play, and then moved the ball really well again after that.
Yeah.
Had the one turnover, but other than that, I think looked pretty clean. And that's what you expect from a team that returns so much from last year.
Yeah, a lot of leadership coming back.
I mean, you think about, you return your quarterback, you return your 3 leading rushers, you return 4 of your top 5 leading receivers, you return 4 starters on the offensive line.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of guys returning. You expect that, but with a new coaching staff, you don't always know what you're going to get there early on. So I think that's a nice first drive there for the Royals.
Yeah. Felt like we kind of imposed our will there for right there towards the end. You got 10-yard run, 10-yard run, 20-plus yard pass down the middle. So nice to see the explosiveness is still there.
If we look at the coaches, Josh Holden is in his first season as the head coach for the Royals. LeVar Johnson in his 3rd season for the Ritter Raiders, as we're getting ready to see them, their first action of the season here. Mirrored offenses here. Tavian Fox in the gun for the Raiders. As again, they'll get 15 plays here. Joe, you can put your headset on.
Yeah.
Okay. First one. Good breakthrough there. Conley breaks through and blows it up. Doesn't make the tackle. That's going to be Evan Wheeler that comes up with the tackle there. But Conley blew it up.
Conley and Bowman both in there pretty quickly.
Yep. And I like what we've done defensively. So one thing you're going to see defensively, I told you the offense is going to look really similar to last year. The defense, very aggressive. You're going to see probably 2 guys blitz every play coming from everywhere. Put your aggressive guys like Conley and Bowman in there and just let them go.
Yeah. A lot of fakes, too. You
Yep.
got guys coming up, bouncing off, back and back. So,
Screen pass out to Calero, picks up about 5. That's going to bring up 3rd and 6 for the Raiders. Nobody's chatting with us, so either we're not on, like they can't hear us, or I don't know.
They're practicing. They're
Yep.
chatting too.
Another handoff, breakthrough there. Whittington.
Whittington will be one to watch this year.
Yeah, he's going to have a
Offensively
breakout
or
year.
defensively.
You watch him here. He's the outside linebacker here on the near side. And he just beats that guard
Yeah,
and just knifes through there for the tackle.
really good job getting off that block, and then still being able to have the body control to make the play.
I need my little drawing thing so that I can draw. Can you pull OBS back up? Thank you. So Fox again in the backfield, Ronaldo Thomas next to him as the running back. Drops back to
Pressure
throw,
from
and
Trueblood
in the backfield, just like he's so apt to do. Trueblood with the sack. Last year he had 4.5 of those. Such a dangerous defensive end.
Look for that number to increase significantly this year.
Oh, yeah. Brennan Trueblood. So, again, the Raiders had that one successful screen pass out here, but they've not had a lot of success running the ball. And one thing the Royals have is a lot of speed up front. Evan Wheeler and Brennan Trueblood are fast.
And strong for how.
Yep. And again, look at Taylor Conley. Watch him knife through here on this replay. Taylor Conley, number 44. Just reads it, shoots the gap. Perfect form tackle. That boy's good.
What's your recipe to beat a defense like this?
You gotta replace. So you have to use their aggression against them, right? Screens,
Quick.
stuff out here to the flats is gonna
Yeah.
get you, and then you've gotta make those outside guys. So those outside linebackers, you've got to make them hesitate.
Right.
So this is my least favorite defense to ever call anything against, simply because it's a pain to block.
Yeah.
As another play goes nowhere for the Raiders.
I was going to say, it feels like everything is covered up at all times.
Well, and what makes it really hard is actually the 3 linebackers are stacked behind the 3 linemen. And so you don't know where anybody's going to go until the ball's snapped. So it takes really good communication from your offensive linemen if you want to be successful running the ball against this defense.
Yeah.
So right now, Trey Cole now in the backfield with Fox. Trips to the right here. Fox rolls out. He's out a receiver. Receiver there was Kelvin Bass. Bass took his eyes off of it, thought that Fox was going to run. He had him open. He just, little miscommunication. He saw the scramble and thought it was going to be a scramble drill.
Yeah. Good coverage there by Springman, ready to make a play.
As we look at this camera from behind.
I'm not very sure that so far they've had a positive play.
They had a screen on like their second pass of the game. A couple of new numbers. You see number 76, that's Connor Whitgren there. 44, Taylor Conley was 60 last year, so a couple new numbers there for the Royals. Sporting the new uniforms.
I like them. They look good with the black helmets.
Switching to the Maryland Eye. 3 backs in the backfield. And number 16, Sean Combs, there as the quarterback under center. Combs tosses it out to Fox. Fox picks up about 5.
Goes from quarterback to running back.
And so one thing in a scrimmage like this, typically coaches have these plays scripted out.
Yeah.
And so the coaches probably said, okay, we want to see this many plays in the spread, and then we want to see this many plays in the eye, and we want to script it out. They're not worried about first downs. They're not worried about scoring. They're not worried about any of that. You're worried about just simply how do we look in these situations. And so Raiders here going to this. Motion there from Walker. Another toss out there. Good job. Can tell, is that Deli, Cameron Delagrange, that blew that up, and Deli is down. Took kind of a awkward shot. I think that was Deli, wasn't it?
I think it.
I can't tell. Because I see Bowman and Whittington. I think that's Delagrange. It's down. So we're going to step aside real quick as we hear from our sponsors.
One thing I love about 9-Star is seeing how much this cooperative gives back to our community. They are always sponsoring and supporting our youth organizations. This is a huge part of our community and makes it a great place where we live. Encourage everybody to realize what an asset this 9-Star cooperative is. They give back and they have so much to offer.
9-Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is...
Yep. Am I the...
We didn't come back unmuted there. There we go. Now we're back. You don't like how you sound?
Am I the first or second one back here?
You're one.
One.
And I can also turn you up in your own, like I can turn you up in our headset. So
This is better. I like this.
okay. Well, nobody's telling us. My wife said it's a little blurry, and that's a camera thing. We got a.
Mrs. Westman told us she's just on her TV, so she can't chat with us.
See the coaches over there. Talking to the boys.
We're going to get some good shots this year from that angle.
So again, one thing we'll talk about, use this time, new coaching staff, but not really. You know, one of the things that when Coach Josh Holden got hired, he said, everybody that coached last year still has a job if you want it.
Right.
And so we had a lot of guys stick around. Basically everybody that didn't return either took another job or like at another school, or is me who
You took another job, just a job in the booth.
no, I'm up here, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really like that. He kept the guys around. He saw what we had, that we had a good coaching staff. Mike Carter, D-line coach, got him to come back. Brad Klink, the offensive line coach, got him to come back. Dylan Snyder, the linebacker coach, is now the D coordinator, doing a really nice job. Scott Knight is going to be coaching wide receivers and JV. So, you know, brought all those guys back and really trying to keep this as a family. He's brought some other guys in as well. William Kuntz is the offensive coordinator. Coach Kuntz, I've spent a lot of time this summer talking to him. He is brilliant when it comes to the offense. So you're going to see a lot of cool stuff this year from Coach Kuntz. Austin Bain, Coach Bain just got back last night, I think, from his honeymoon.
Yeah, late last night.
So he's a good pickup. He helped at Greenfield with Coach Holden last year. Tyler Eden, Elijah's dad, is here, so he's gonna be coaching up Elijah. He's coached before. Am I missing? Daniel Visa is another guy. He's new this year, but he was going to help with us last year if Etch had stayed. And so again, nice job, nice staff. It's really, really well coached team that we're going to see. And right now they're bringing out the stretcher for Delhi. So I don't know what exactly is going on. I know Troy, our trainer, is top notch, so he's probably being pretty safe here with young Cameron. Let's go one more time. Let's go back to another commercial here, and we'll be back after this word.
Discover the taste of summer at Paxton Farm Sweet Corn. Located just north of Maxwell, 2 miles west of State Road 9 on 600 North. Our sweet corn is handpicked, bringing sunshine to every bite. But that's not all. Capture picturesque memories in our fields of vibrant sunflowers, perfect for photos. Bring the joy of Paxton Farm Sweet Corn to your summer gatherings. Visit us today and experience the sweetness that keeps people coming back for more. Find us on Facebook, Paxton Farm Sweet Corn. Paxton Farm Sweet Corn, the sweetest taste of summer.
Looking to give your car that sparkling clean shine it deserves? Look no further than Dave's Express Care Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1749 West Main Street in Greenfield, Dave's Express is your family-owned and operated car wash destination. Choose from our wide range of wash packages. And while your car gets pampered, you can indulge your taste buds at Dave's Express Grill. Have a bite of the world-famous Super Tenderloin Sandwich. Dave's Express Care Car Wash, where exceptional service meets unbeatable value. Experience the difference today.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
Okay, so we're back here. Still attending to Cameron down there on the sideline. Do another commercial. We'll be back after this.
So Nine Star Connect has been a leader in this community for 130 years. They were the ones that made Hancock Regional Hospital one of the most wired hospitals in America 30 years ago. So they have been leading the technology aspect for 130 years. Everything that we do in this county is built on the infrastructure that Nine Star Connect has built for over 100 years.
Nine Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
Hancock Regional Hospital and Nine Star Connect have had a relationship for decades. We share a joint mission to support the development of this county. We want this to be the best place in America to live. We, as a healthcare provider, need telecom support, we need utility support, and so in our various locations, we access the services of Nine Star Connect. We would not have been able to do that without that partnership with Nine Star Connect.
Nine Star is a different kind of company, and the difference...
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1900.
Are you sure we should be driving?
Yeah. I only had a little bit.
Look out! Whoa!
So again, this is the we're in a holding pattern right now. We have a player down on the field, and this is the part of a scrimmage that you don't want to see. You know, getting hurt in something that's just a practice game. You never want to see somebody get hurt, period. But this is always that risk, and that's the thing with this sport. You always have that risk, but we have the finest medical professionals available right now. Our trainer's awesome. Shirley Wilkinson Fire Department's here, doing a nice job. And our prayers for Deli right now as he's getting loaded up here. We're going to, I tell you what we're going to do. We're just going to kind of take a break. We're going to mute the mics so that we're not just sitting here playing commercials or something over this. Personally, I kind of want to go check on Deli.
Yeah.
So I might head down there and go check on them. And I might do that. We'll just mute it until we come back if that's good with everybody.
All right, as we return to action here, Cardinal Ritter back to the Maryland eye. Royals defense giving up just a touch more ground than they've been used to this first period here. Got some new fresh bodies coming in. You'll see a little bit different style than last year. Mark Cuby and Elijah Eden will get their fair share of defensive snaps this year. Elijah there at corner and Mark Cuby going to be at a middle linebacker position, it appears. Ritter takes the snap for a misdirection, and it would be enough for a first down. Raider first down. Fox up the middle. Was playing quarterback to start their initial period. Now it's number 16, Sean Combs, who we see is now headed off towards the sideline. As the Raiders go back to the spread offense here. Tavion Fox back in the gun. Quick pass out to Arreo, I think. I probably butchered that. Good quick pass and catch, though, for about a 5-yard pickup.
It's good news. He was talking to me.
Good.
So that's he was talking to me. Seemed to have his sense of humor, if you know Cameron.
Yeah, he has been described as squirrely here and there.
But
like you said, never want to see anybody injured even close to that extent. So
no,
glad he still has that deli sense of humor with him.
Sorry, now I'm out of breath from walking back all the way down there and then back up. So everything back online like it's supposed to be? We good?
I think so. Did I unmute us correctly?
Yep, you're good.
Okay.
I want to thank, as Ritter has about 3 plays left here in this drive, I want to thank John Splater, our camera operator. John's been doing this, I know, since 2012. I think since 2011. I think 2011 is when he started running the camera. Does a fine job, and I want to thank him because he does great. Now, somebody who shall remain nameless forgot the good camera, and that's why it's a little blurry, because we have that somebody is me. But
is that camera potentially in my room?
Potentially. So, Fox here in the gun. Receivers to both sides. Trey Cole in the backfield with him. 4th and 11. Just cannot get away from the pressure. Or gets away there.
Yeah.
Delivers and one-handed interception by Eli Manship. Woo, doggy.
I swear, kid's got to have Stickum on his gloves. He comes up with the wildest receptions.
And watch this. It's just a one-handed snag. Flips that thing out there and boom.
Wow.
I think the Raiders have one more play left here. And then we will go to the next session.
Goal line.
Which will be actually this right here. So 10 plays from the goal line. And I've got the teams backwards because we ended up starting on offense.
Yeah.
We should have started on defense.
I was going to say, I didn't think we usually would start on
So that's what we'll be on next.
Offense, but.
So one more play here from the Raiders. They'll finish it off in the gun. Not a lot of substitutions for the Royals. They've kind of stuck with their dudes here.
That D-line's pretty fresh. I think you can see QB and...
I think Eli got away with a little bit of a face mask there, but nice takedown.
QB and Connor... Connor Cook.
Yeah, Connor Cook.
There you go. A lot of Connors.
Connor Whitgren, Connor Cook. So that D line with only 3 of them, you've got all your varsity or your offensive linemen, all 5.
Yeah.
Plus you've got Wheeler. Plus you've got Connor Cook can bump down there and play nose a little bit. And then you'll see Mark play linebacker some. But really what you see is what you're going to get from this team. A lot of young guys playing well right now. Blake Whittington's made a couple big plays. We saw Dawson Springman with a couple catches in the offensive session.
Yeah, a couple new names, but it's what you expect, right, from year to year. You got to have young guys step up.
Those are 2 guys that you knew last year just watching them play. They were going to have big roles.
Yeah.
Another one that's over on the sidelines you'll see right now, number 3, Mason Roberts, had an injury. He had a really nice summer. I'm hoping that he can come back for part of the season because he was really impressive. He's another sophomore that was having a great summer. And we haven't seen Gavin Schultz yet, but
nope.
I think we'll probably see Gavin Schultz here soon on offense.
Yeah.
And Gavin's one that is like a lightning bug or a hummingbird. He's kind of all over the place and really can make some plays in a hurry.
A lightning bug. All righty. I like that.
What? He
floats.
He floats around. Comes out when the sun goes down. He comes out. And
I thought you were just going to say he's pretty. But
I would not say that.
Okay.
As I'll let you say that, but I'll say he's like a lightning bug.
Okay. All right.
Joe, you have anything to add? And stop battling with it. Enjoy it. I was keeping stats, and I've now stopped keeping stats.
Yeah, I thought about doing it for practice for the next couple weeks, and
it's so again. I haven't been in the booth since 2021.
Yeah.
And so I'm used to basketball. Basketball, I can do everything by myself, but football, it's a little more and trying to do a lot. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Hopefully we're doing okay. We're going to work with the tech department and get it working on Facebook and whatnot. So we'll get that going. You want to do, how about this, Cole? You want to do our trivia questions?
You got questions lined up for today?
Well, yeah. So here's our Dave's Express Care Car Wash trivia. We'll answer this later in the evening. These 2 teams have only played 3 times in real games. This is the second time we've scrimmaged them, but only 3 times in real games. In those 2 meetings, though, Ritter has had some outstanding offensive performances. In one of them, they had a 300-yard passer, and another one they had a 300-yard rusher. Both of those things we've only allowed like 10 times ever. So they've had some really nice offensive outputs. Can you, Cole Allen or Joe Paxton, name the Ritter players that threw for 300 yards and ran for 300 yards?
I could tell you
against us.
I could tell you approximately when it happened. I believe it was.
You get bonus points for the year and yardage total.
I would say around 05 or 06. And Ritter just had a quarterback that was ridiculous. I think I watched him in state, and I'm guessing we played him somewhere around the sectional or regional. Because I think we won a sectional right around there. So 05, 06, 03 or 04 maybe, possibly. So I'm guessing it wasn't exactly 300. I'm going to say he had probably 312.
312 from the ridiculous quarterback. That's
the mysterious, ridiculous quarterback.
That's your official guess.
Yep.
See if anybody in the chat knows. If anybody.
I'm going to throw Desmond out there.
Desmond.
Yep.
Okay. Desmond Howard. Is that it? Desmond Bain.
Desmond Ritter.
Desmond Ritter. Okay.
Yeah.
see if anybody else knows. See if you can figure out what that was. So I don't know what we're trying to figure out. Are we going the other way? Is that what we're? Do we want to go the other direction? As we just hit Eden in the head with the ball.
Probably don't want the sun in your eyes.
Well, either way, you're either going to have the quarterback with the sun in his eyes or the receivers. So I would rather have the quarterback have the sun in his eyes than have the receivers have the sun in their eyes.
Disagree. I'd rather have an on-time, on-target ball and pray that a guy can just pin it against his body.
I just expect the quarterback to know based off his drop and timing exactly where to throw it. Muscle memory. So again, nobody guessing in our chat. Joe, you got any ideas?
Like you wanted the name of a player? Like I couldn't name you a Ritter player in any sport.
I can.
You should know. You should know the one that rushed for 300 yards. There's a reason why you should know this.
He went to Purdue.
No.
Oh.
Great.
Well, there goes that guess.
So, hand off to QB off the left side. Missed tackle.
Ball pops out.
Another missed tackle leads to a fumble there. Kevin Smith Jr. ripped it away from Mark. I'll be happy if somebody can give me the years.
Am I not close?
I have no idea.
03,
We've only
04,
played him.
05, 06.
We've only
was your
played him like
guesses?
4 times or something. You said
Three.
I'm going to stick with
and
those.
one of them was in the sectional semifinal like 2 years ago.
Right.
So, and we know
I was there.
We know it wasn't in that game.
Right. I'm going to say the 03-04 year.
Okay. 03 or 04.
Okay, well, it would have been 03 in the fall, and then they graduated in 04.
Eden gets pressure, gets away
Wow.
from it.
It's got some room to go.
And they're going to kind of hold him up. Again, I think there's still a little confusion as to what to do with the quarterback, because I think
there's some hesitancy there.
Yeah, right there, Kelvin Bass could have unloaded on him and chose not to. So, which don't get me wrong, I appreciate that.
I think it goes both ways though. Like Eden's, if you're going to play with the 2-hand touch kind of mentality, you got to quit going for it when you get touched.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's probably where. That's probably where we need to make sure that they communicate what the expectation is a little bit better there.
And as soon as he keeps fighting, the more aggressive the defense is going to keep. Like, you're not just going to let him score if he's going to keep fighting.
So ball down on the 2 now. QB in the pistol. Takes the snap. Not a lot of push. He did get in.
Fell in.
He did fall in. Just enough push there from the offensive line. In the second touchdown of the scrimmage here for the Royals.
New blood at running back for the Royals.
Yeah, Blake Whittington in now. And again, I'm so stoked to see Mark back to 100%.
Yeah, he looks good.
This summer, he has just looked explosive. Eden's looked more explosive. Eden a little bit banged up for a lot of last year.
Yeah.
We can get Hayden Jackson back, and that would be a lot of guys that were banged up last year that could do a lot of damage. So bunch formation to the tight bunch to the right. Eden takes the snap, flips it out to Blake real quick. Nice blocking on the edge.
Wow.
Great blocks there. Look at Eli Manship. Look at all 3 of them here. Watch this on the replay.
2 Manships and a Brown.
Manship, and Brown. Brown takes it on. And look at Eli. Just keep fighting that outside and didn't hold. He just kept working, kept getting his hips around and just let Blake walk into the end zone there.
I think that might be some film I show my middle school kids this coming week.
Well, that's something that, I said Coach Knight, our wide receiver coach, he and I have worked on this for years. Once you engage, just keep fighting to that outside.
Yeah.
Don't hold. just keep moving your hips and trying to give the running back a lane there. So nice job by Eli. That's a senior move right there. So kind of a tray formation to the right. Tight end there from Manship. Roll out.
Back of the end zone. Wow.
Nice throw there. A little comeback corner combination there. And Eden here will watch the replay. This is a tough play down here on the goal line. It's one of my favorites. You got the comeback to Brown, or you can throw it up. We got a speaker in the way. Dang speakers. Or you got that corner route up there.
Yeah.
Up top to Eli.
And
So
that's going to be
touchdown.
Cody Hibbert's end zone this year.
That's going to be. We'd have Cody Hibbert all over that.
Yeah.
In a normal circumstance.
Celebrating.
Tight bunch again. Speed option to the left. Eden's going to keep it himself.
Walk in.
Well, he could have walked in, but he chose to try to hit somebody instead. Decided he wanted to run over a defender and get in.
I think he may have ran over Eli Manship's back.
Yes, he did.
I got holding over here on the backside.
I didn't see the flag. Where
It's
is it?
way over there on the sideline. He just dropped it,
Oh,
basically.
he dropped it instead of throwing it. We do have a guess in the chat. The trivia question, can you name the two Ritter players, one that rushed for 300 yards and one that passed for 300 yards against the Royals? Aubrey Whittington guessed Devin Moore. Is that the rushing or passing one? You know Devin Moore? Cool. Joe, you know Devin Moore?
Name's not ringing a bell. But your question makes me weary that probably isn't super far off.
Probably isn't super far off. So Eden again, ball on the 20 after that holding. Steps back. He's got Manship on the quick flat route. Manship breaks the tackle and then goes down after picking up 5. Kind of took an awkward blow there. He lost his footing, and then Santiago Calero came in and hit him. Nothing cheap, just awkward.
Yeah.
So Manship's going to come out. Gavin Bowman replaces him, and we are deep at receiver. You look right now, left to right, you got Springman. There's Gavin Schultz in the slot. Luke Manship playing that H-back, that sniffer position that kind of moves around, and then you've got Gavin Bowman on the near side. Whittington still flanking Eden in the backfield. Handoff is to Blake, straight up the middle. Good patient run by Blake, and he's brought down by Jacob Hutt.
Good push, just following senior tackle, I believe, Carson Smith.
Yeah, Carson's playing right guard tonight. So our offensive line, left to right, you've got Brennan Trueblood at left tackle, Drew Morris at left guard, Christian Wisman at center, Carson Smith at right guard, and
Cook.
Right now it's Cook. It's also been Brennan Turner. Connor Cook and Brennan Turner have both been playing that right tackle.
Hester's out tonight, who's usually that right guard, isn't he?
Yes, correct. So Eden again.
Wheeler
spins out.
Back.
Nobody open. He's going to scramble drill it. Eden cuts back and walks into the end zone. Another Royal touchdown. And this goal line session's looked really good for the Royals.
Yeah.
So again, nothing there from the pass, but Eden using his legs. You know, last year he rushed for 400 yards and 7 touchdowns. What do you think? Those numbers double at least this year? I think 750, 800 yards is easily
When you
within
said
reach.
400, I was shocked that that's all he had.
Well, you got to think of sacks. So
Still.
sacks take away from it.
Still. I felt like there were multiple games he had 100 yards, or it felt like he had 100 yards.
He did. Now, you got to remember, so last year, one thing that's a little different, we had to – it's so many injuries last year, we couldn't run Elijah as much as we wanted to, simply because everybody else was getting injured. You know, at one point we had our leading rusher out, our tight end was out, our slot receiver was out. We had another top receiver with pneumonia. We had just everything going on, and
Yeah.
and you couldn't necessarily just say, hey, go throw the team on your back and carry the ball 20 times a game.
Yeah, exactly.
So back to the trivia. Only had one guess. Aubrey Whittington guessed that.
And mine.
And yours. You want to see the answer?
Yeah, I think my ear was on.
So the passing one was Nick Perica, 326 yards back in 2006, sectional or regional game. And Devin Moore, 353 yards rushing in 2003 in the regional game there. That is the most rushing yards that we have ever given up to an individual in nearly 600 games of Eastern Hancock football.
Got to be one of the top games just given up in rush yards overall, I would think.
For like a team?
Yeah, like if you just put Moore's numbers up against, other teams and how many rush yards they've had against us, it's got to be up there.
It's up there. So that's the most we've ever given up. So those, good guess, Aubrey got it right.
I'd just like to point out my ears were pretty spot on.
They were. And Joe, Devin Moore.
Is he a Colt?
Went to Wyoming and then played for the Colts.
Yeah, as I got the thing, I think he played for the Colts.
He was a kick returner for the Colts.
Was one of them a quarterback? Well,
Perica.
obviously the
Nick Perica. So there was a family of Pericas.
Was he just a
Ritter.
freak athlete and just did everything for him?
They had a really good team that year, but yes, they
Is
had
that when they won state 06 or made it to state.
made it. Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just thought that was kind of interesting that we've only played them 3 times and we've had
They've had that much success.
Yep. Ritter is a legendary program. I was looking at some of their all-time stuff. You just look at that list of sectional titles. 77, 85, 86, 87, 91, 92, 99, 03, 04, 06, and just on and on and on.
4-peat sectional titles is pretty impressive.
Yes, it is. So I'm going to start here in that heavy backfield again, but penetration by Evan Wheeler blows it up. And the Raiders can't go anywhere, lose yardage on that first play. And again, this defensive line is hard to block because they're just really good. But B, if you watch them closely, you'll see they don't just fire off straight into the offensive lineman. They're slanting, they're stunting, they're constantly moving, and it makes it.
Have been trained to get to the gaps.
It makes it a bear to try to do anything against us. Bowman with the sack, fumble. Ball comes out. Looked like Wheeler jumped on it. And that's going to end. Well, it's not going to end it. They're just going to start it over at the 10.
Back. Yeah.
Nope, actually they recovered it, didn't they? Couldn't tell who came up with that. Let's see what our end zone camera looks like here. It's a beautiful shot. I like that, Joe. So back in the gun, Fox. 2 receivers to each side. Drops back. Pressure on the edges.
Ooh.
Almost gets out of it. Probably gets back. Only loses a yard on it.
8 o'clock. The scoreboard started getting better.
Okay.
What time would that be in a normal game?
8.
Second quarter.
Yeah, mid-second probably. Well, and it's just going to get better as it goes. As the
Drop
year
back
goes.
again. Sacked by Conley. And again, this Ritter offensive line having a hard time picking up these blitzes, picking up these stunts. The Royals are just living in the backfield right now.
Ritter's got to have a pretty high strength of schedule, I would assume.
They do. Fox keeps it. I'm going to read off that schedule.
Week 1 at 6A Arsenal Tech. Week 2, 2A Powerhouse Lafayette Central Catholic. And I think they're only 2A because of the success rule, correct?
Correct.
Week 3 Providence, 1A Providence, 4 Greenwood Christian. Week 5 Indianapolis Lutheran, again another one because of the success factor, had to move up. Heritage Christian, Covenant Christian, Cecina, and they round out the year with 4A Danville. So,
and don't forget Providence is 1A, but defending state champs in 1A.
Okay.
Fox drops back, hits the hitch there. Good move, and
sneaks in there.
Yep. There we go. First score of the game, Santiago Calero, who last year had 33 catches for 310 yards. Didn't find the end zone last year, but does here in the scrimmage.
What do you teach your wide receivers there? It's just a feel on whether you turn inside or outside? Because I feel like the traditional method is outside.
The traditional method should be outside, but yeah.
He went inside, and it worked even better for him.
Sometimes you just go by feel. There, he thought about the handoff keeper, and Fox goes nowhere with it.
Nothing there.
In the chat, Toby Atkins said Sheridan had a guy named Brett Law. Back in the 80s, Brett Law, I believe, still has the record for points in a career because he also kicked for him. That game you're thinking of, 1988, I think Law had like 290-some yards against us. They had 362 for the entire game rushing in that game. Nice ball there by Fox, but just couldn't get hauled in. Dropped there by Kelvin Bass. It was a nice ball there from Fox.
Yeah. Right over the heads.
But yeah, that Brett Law was an impressive player. It was before my time, but just I know from reading the statistics about him, reading the history of the Eastern Hancock Royals. So we should have, 3 more plays here in this session?
I think so.
I'm going to go back to under center. Sean Combs going to be under center. The backfield is going to be Martin Walker, Fox, and is that Vashawn Miles that just came in? Yep, he's going to be playing the fullback spot. Hand off there to Miles. Nice strong run by Miles. He gets taken down. Looks like Connor Cook with the tackle.
Cook been in there quite a bit. Both Connors, Connor Cook, Connor Wicker in there on the D-line have been in there multiple times tonight.
Joe, at some point, just tell me to shut up so you can start talking and do the play-by-play.
Fine.
No, but you're used to doing the play-by-play. I was doing it because you were fiddling with scoreboard. So just
you're good.
Feel free to stab me with a. I think there's a
fine.
knife over there. You can stab me with if you need to. Miles gets shut down again by a host of Royals. Morris in there, QB in there, Whitgren in there. And a nice stand. Royals give up 1 score, but other than that, there was a lot of negative plays there.
Yeah.
So another good look there for the Royals. We're going to take another break. And after this, we'll be back. It'll be session 5, the last varsity session for the Eastern Hancock offense. They'll get 12 plays when we come back after these words from our sponsors.
Discover the taste of summer at Paxton Farm Sweet Corn. Located just north of Maxwell, 2 miles west of State Road 9 on 600 North. Our sweet corn is handpicked, bringing sunshine to every bite. But that's not all. Capture picturesque memories in our fields of vibrant sunflowers, perfect for photos. Bring the joy of Paxton Farms sweet corn to your summer gatherings. Visit us today and experience the sweetness that keeps people coming back for more. Find us on Facebook, Paxton Farms Sweet Corn. Paxton Farms Sweet Corn, the sweetest taste of summer.
Nah.
Looking to give your car that sparkling clean shine it deserves? Look no further than Dave's Express Care Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1749 West Main Street in Greenfield, Dave's Express is your family-owned and operated car wash destination. Choose from our wide range of wash packages. And while your car gets pampered, you can indulge your taste buds at Dave's Express Grill. Have a bite of the world-famous Super Tenderloin Sandwich. Dave's Express Care Car Wash, where exceptional service meets unbeatable value. Experience the difference today.
It probably will screw them up a little bit if he did.
So Nine Star Connect has been a leader in this community for 130 years. They were the ones that made Hancock Regional Hospital one of the most wired hospitals in America 30 years ago. So they have been leading the technology aspect for 130 years. Everything that we do in this county is built on the infrastructure that Nine Star Connect has built for over 100 years.
Nine Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1900.
All right, we're back here getting ready to start the final varsity sessions of the evening. Royals will be on offense, and they'll have a dozen plays here. And a lot of times this is where you start working in maybe your guys who are primarily like a defensive player. You start working them in on offense a little bit, or your guy that's primarily an offensive player, you start working him in on defense a little bit. So you start just kind of moving guys around. It's still your varsity, or maybe some of your JV guys who are stacked up behind really good varsity players. You look at somebody like Conley and Cook. Last year they were JV guys, but varsity caliber.
Right. I am glad that the football team did have this scrimmage so we could use it.
Work out the bugs.
Appreciate them to schedule this. I know the most important thing is that we get these things figured out.
We got a couple of Ritter fans in the chat. Hi. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Hopefully everything's looking okay for you. We do have beautiful weather here tonight.
I didn't update it. Unless you did.
Yeah, 80s.
Oh.
Cloudy, just a little bit of wind. You barely see the flag move now. It was moving a little bit earlier, but beautiful night for football. Ready to get this season started.
How often do we have a game with very little wind?
Never.
Out here.
Never.
Might be the first.
I don't know. Milan, there wasn't much last year.
Nope, Milan was nice weather.
If you're a fish.
So Royals with the starters here. Brown, Luke Manship, Eli Manship, and Springman are the receivers. QB in the backfield. Ritter making some wholesale substitutions.
Yeah, wow.
And they're trying to confuse us for the strategy for a scrimmage. put out two different units.
Little swing pass out here to Mark. Mark cuts back. Going to pick up a couple. Now, one thing that Mark has to be careful of here, if we watch this replay, watch this pass. It's a backwards pass to Mark. So see how that pass actually travels laterally? It goes backwards. My guess is that's supposed to be a forward pass or a straight sideways pass, because if Mark gets too much depth there and he botches that, that's a live ball and the defense can jump on it. So one of those little coaching points that they'll probably talk about in film tomorrow. Good play there. Nice penetration. That was number 56, Lucas Jost, who knifed in there, blew that thing up in the backfield, and QB goes down for no gain. You can go back to play-by-play, Joe. You can do it now.
It's all right. You got it. You can have fun this time.
Sorry. So trips to the right. Blake Whittington back in the backfield here. Eden with the snap. Quick pass out there to Eli Manship. Eli nearly gets taken down by the head and sneaks out of it for another yard or two. Gets down to about the 22-yard line.
Yeah, at this point, I feel like haven't been here. I feel like I've seen about 5 to 10 plays so far in this scrimmage. So I'm not even sure who's playing at the moment.
Orioles get up to the ball quickly here. Trips to the left again. 1st and 10. Eden drops back to throw. Looks. Lofts one over the middle. Blown coverage. Manship. Easy peasy.
Nope.
Touchdown. That camera wasn't.
No, it did not. It did not get it. It was aimed more toward the sideline.
So here's the replay on this one. Eli's actually looks covered. He's got the safety on him. Both defenders think the other guy's going with him.
Just get a bump in there.
And he sneaks through for the easy touchdown.
You think we get a 1,000-yard receiver this year? Or you think it's so balanced?
No, it's so balanced. We're so deep. It's possible. But Eden's going to spread it out. I don't know that we'll have anybody get to 1,000 yards without making a really deep run. Taylor Conley with the I'm used to saying Conley with the tackle. Taylor Conley with the catch is taken down by Kelvin Bass. This is what we're talking about. Conley not really an offensive player usually. He's in for Luke Manship right now.
He's got pretty good hands, though.
Yes, he does.
Might see that come in handy there on the defensive side of the ball.
Conley tight end right. Take the snap. Eden keeps it, flips it out to Manship. Dawson Springman with the good block out there, and Eli Manship cuts back. And he gone.
He did run out of there.
Let's watch the camera here. Eli with the cutback.
Yeah.
I like the big guys getting downfield blocking.
I like the view. I think I'm going to have to tell some of them that there's a camera there, and every time they score a touchdown, I want like the Colts end zone touchdown cam.
They're going to be
go down and be parties.
Going to get celebration penalties because they get a turnover and go down there and pose for the camera.
Well, the refs don't have to know there's a camera. It's just going to look weird that they're celebrating at the the play clock.
And again, I want to notice the camera work. I want to thank John Splater because he's following and zooming in there with that. So John's able to really focus on that and do that, and it makes it really nice because a lot of times with that huddle camera, you'd miss things. It would just kind of follow the action.
And the timing.
Yep. Eden flips it out there to Schultz. Schultz can't get away, and Dennis Risby takes him down for a big loss.
I feel like Gavin's going to have to be in open space to really, and once he gets into a crowd, it's going to be hard for him to gain much yardage. There, once the contact was made, he wasn't really going anywhere.
Gavin listed at 5'6", 120.
But quick, super quick.
Extremely shifty and quick.
I think that 5'6", 120 is generous, too.
He was wearing a wet T-shirt.
So 2nd and long from the 45-yard line. 3 receivers to the left. Eden drops back again. He's got Conley up the middle on the seam and takes in. And Conley with the truck stick, and Conley gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Taylor Conley. Joey ran right at your camera there.
I put it right at the right spot.
Conley. Nice job here on the replay.
Clinic here by the offense. Everybody getting a piece of the pie tonight.
Offense has 2 plays left here. Matt Hunt into the game.
Along with, has Evan been in there?
Evan Wheeler getting his first action at running back. Matt stands in. Just gets taken down. He got a flag on the play.
Has Austin got a catch?
Austin Brown is not.
Not tonight.
I think he's going to be a big weapon, though. Maybe didn't get a lot of catches so far in the scrimmage, but I think this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, Austin is one of those that is just, he's super athletic, and he will make catches in practice that you just wouldn't believe. And I think he's going to have a big year because there's going to be a lot of attention on the 2-manships.
Well, in the backfield, QB and
Eden. I mean,
draw so much attention every time.
So I'm expecting a big year from Brown, and I'm expecting a big year from Dawson Springman. We already talked about him a little bit too. So holding here. You got to think, this is the first game for the refs.
Yeah.
This crew,
yeah.
Their first game of the year, their first action of the year. They're working the kinks out just like we are.
Yeah. They don't get 7-on-7s over the summer.
Matt hands off to Wheeler. Wheeler with a tough run.
Just a bowling ball. Saw it last year. And he's just a tough runner.
Yeah, he had some solid games last year when Mark was out. And which game was it?
Knightstown.
Knightstown was the one.
I was going to say Knightstown. He came through huge.
Yeah.
I mean, Evans that guy that he's going to get you 5 yards. Or he's going to get you 3 yards every time. You run him, he's a bowling ball. He's tough to bring down. He's going to get those 3 yards. Doesn't have a breakaway speed, but just a nice, solid runner. Matt hands off to Evo again. Evan bounces it outside. Nice cut by Evan.
Although I will say he looks faster than he did last year as well.
This team, I've watched them a lot this summer. This team looks really explosive in a lot of ways that they didn't last year. There's a lot of guys that you can tell just took that next step physically. Yeah. Or, like I said, they're just back to 100%.
Right.
So that's going to conclude the varsity offense. We should be done with varsity offense for the Royals now.
I thought it was 12 plays.
I thought we were at 12.
Oh, okay.
Did the hold? Sometimes they count
the
penalties as plays, and sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
There's not a tremendous amount of guidance about that, so.
I was just basing it off the scoreboard.
I think they stopped it when they weren't counting the penalty plays. So it should be now EH should be on defense for the last time here with the varsity.
So overall, as we were kind of wrapping up that session there, like Coach Holden kind of, I know you talked about him earlier, but kind of waited his time. It kind of reminds me of Coach Bechtel, where you just kind of waited, always wanted to be a coach, and now he's got his opportunity here, and you can tell he's excited. He's brought a little bit of energy. I know the intensity of the practices have been huge, and I think he just brings a little bit of fresh energy and excitement because he's been waiting for this moment to get this head coaching job, kind of like we talked about. Coach Bechtel had that same opportunity a couple years ago with the basketball program, and it's great that he's getting that chance to sorry, I'm trying to help you. And then so that's it's exciting to see him, and today I know he was talking about down the hallway. He told everybody to bring their polos, and then he walked down the hallway and he forgot his polo this morning. So, so he was like so excited he walked out without his polo, but he had someone deliver it. But really exciting for him and getting this opportunity and to lead his own program after being at Greenfield for such a long time.
Well, and the thing that with him too, it's he's new to being a head coach. He's not new to running a program. He's been the wrestling coach, I believe, 22 years, head wrestling coach at Greenfield. And so
with a successful wrestling program.
Yes, a successful wrestling program. So he knows how to run a program. And so a lot of times with a new head coach, first-time head coach, that's a struggle. But I think he's done a really smooth job of just transitioning there, bringing that nice pitch and catch out there. That was Arayo.
That's how I said it earlier. So
nice block there by Martin Walker on the edge.
We're either both extremely correct or extremely wrong.
Arayo last year, 20 catches for 302 yards. He was their third leading receiver, or third leading receiver coming back. He's got a good size.
Yeah,
he could do a lot of damage with him.
Their wide receiver core has good frames. A lot of pressure.
Yeah, a lot of pressure, right? One thing I think you and I commented on this in the pregame, the Raiders do not have a lot of depth up front.
Yeah.
I think they've only got 9 linemen listed on the roster, if I'm counted correctly. And you can tell that first series, they look good. And as they've gotten tired, they've started to make some of those mistakes.
As the night wears on, you just lean on them.
Because you just don't have that many subs to throw in on both sides of the ball. And so you could see them getting a little bit tired, and the Royals starting to win the line of scrimmage right now. So they flip that one out to Calero. Good tackle made there by Luke Manship. Keeps him from going anywhere. And on the defensive side, Royals, every 2 plays just bringing in a new D lineman.
Yeah. They've got a good rotation down. Carter does, like you said at the beginning, too. Carter does a really good job there.
This is, I've watched these guys this summer. This is, without a doubt, one of the top coaching staffs in small school football. I mean, they are good with the kids. They are good at explaining things. You've got a lot of guys that can teach really well. Manship nearly gets the pick there. How's our cheer block look, Joe?
I think I'm impressed for a scrimmage. Like, I don't know. This is my first football scrimmage in my 23 years here at Eastern Hancock. And I imagine that there was usually not that many people at the scrimmage as far as a cheer block.
That is a bigger cheer block than you see at most golf matches. I know that.
Yes. And really the crowd overall is bigger than I anticipated, to be honest, for a scrimmage. So we have more than we had at Milan last year.
Yep. Oh, good throw there, but just Bass with the drop. He took his eyes off of it, started deciding what he wanted to do with it after he made the snag.
Hey, John, turn to your left and wave.
There's John Splater filming for us. And again, John's been doing this. He'll correct me after the game. I think 2011, with just a couple years off there where he didn't do it. He had 2 boys go through this program, really successful. Logan was our quarterback. The year we went to the state championship game. Logan, one of the toughest players I've ever coached. And, just he was a kid that when you needed a play made, he was going to make it, whether it was at linebacker, quarterback. We had a big game his senior year playing the regional here against Luther, and he returned a kickoff for a touchdown. Logan was a really, really tough player. And then Luke, his younger son, went on and played at Franklin College.
Mm-hmm.
And Luke was one of those guys that was one of the smartest players that I coached. Little flip out there to Martin Walker. Walker picks up a couple. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6. But Luke was one that you give him the playbook. He knew every position. You know, he knew what he was doing. Knew what he was doing everywhere. So, thank John.
Poor Laney. We didn't talk about Laney.
Well, she married Wes. So
He was a football player.
Wes was a football player as well. So, I mean, it was all kept in the family.
I mean,
Wes Myers. Again, flipping it out there again. Wearing out that near sideline, far sideline over there.
I really don't like this session because it's right where this wall is.
Gotcha.
They don't move.
Here, you can scoot over now.
They don't even like move away. No, I'm kidding. Usually they're just in there for a short period of time.
Yes,
now
but
in this one they're
They're stuck right there. So 4th down again for Fox. Now Fox was primarily running the ball last year. That's 604 yards on the ground. Did not attempt to pass last year. Although that's not Fox. That was Sean Combs.
Is that going to be on the wish list next year? New press box?
Oh yeah, I've already talked to the people in charge. I think I was basically told if you pay for it, you can get it.
We'll start a GoFundMe.
You know, I don't know if we want to mention this, but a few years ago on April Fool's, we mentioned about having a possible blimp, you know, here.
Oh, good run.
Oh, yeah.
Tough run there. Mark with a borderline,
yes.
and yes, it is going to come back.
I was going to say.
Or not come back, but oops, wrong thing.
I mean,
he pulled him down from the horse collar there.
About textbook as it could get.
And it was very like, should I do this? Should I do this? Should I do this? And he went in and pulled him down. But we had that. We talked about we had April Fools. We were going to get a blimp, and we may get that shot.
Yeah, I want to thank 9-Star. 9-Star. Now this is for my class. This is not for EH Sports Network. But if I can get some of my students out here, 9-Star Operation Roundup grant. We got approved for the grant.
Oh wow!
For a drone for my communications class, and to do some footage around the school and do a lot of things and teach the students how to run it. And once that comes in, we might actually, if we can get students that want to come out on Friday nights, we could have that shot during the games.
They waved the flag. That was my oh wow. I'm very impressed with your drone in your class as well. But I was surprised they waved the flag off.
I thought you were more impressed with my
Well, the thing I'm most impressed with you about is I learned today. Well, I remember today because you texted me about it that you're a pilot now. So
Yes.
I think I have to refer to you as Pilot Galleon now instead
Captain.
of. Oh, I'm sorry.
Captain.
I'm not flying with him.
I have many hidden talents.
Restaurant extraordinaire.
Tenderloin reviewer. Yeah, this is the best part. Next week we're going to be at Greencastle for week 1. New town.
Yeah.
Although
New field.
basically on my hometown. I grew up 15 minutes from Greencastle. So, but I like to go to new restaurants everywhere. Every time we go somewhere new. Park Tudor, right there in Broad Ripple. I'm sure we can find a fun place to go. I know when we used to play Broad Ripple High School, Jimmy O'Hara had a nice place. He always told me there was a good hot dog restaurant in Broad Ripple, but I got to ask him what it is. Fox, no, nice move by Fox. Does he get in? We got a flag down.
No signal. Oh, near side official said yes, he got in. We'll see what the flag is first,
I didn't
though.
see the flag. I didn't see what happened. It's got to be a hold or a face mask. I didn't see it. They
I
might
don't
have been
know.
holding Conley.
Manship is pointing backwards. So let's assume that it's coming back.
Well, we know Eli. He always points his direction.
True.
Like that's
Yeah,
going to be
basketball.
their team.
Yeah.
It's
never
never
out
out
on
on
him.
him. Yeah.
Never.
Never
Couldn't be.
out.
Even if he carried it out of bounds.
We've gotten to the point. Yep, hold. They called.
Nope.
On
Oh,
us.
Face mask.
Oh, it was
Is
face.
that I couldn't see. Sorry.
Yeah.
Face mask. Yeah, he's giving it now.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. I was like, that's a weird call in that
Well,
situation.
he had
He
the
did. He
The other
signaled
hand
hold.
up. Yeah.
He
2
signaled
minutes.
hold.
Yeah.
We don't
Speaking
have
of,
that.
I also got my official's license this summer, so I'm now a football official.
Official galleon.
So you can,
Captain official.
I can
Galleon.
officiate a football game or start a cross country meet.
So that gives you the ability to argue with the officials. Like, gives you a license to disagree.
No, it does not.
No basketball license?
Not yet. I'm getting the basketball one. I haven't.
Got to study.
There's a lot of studying in there.
Yeah.
So I want to thank everybody who's tuned in as that session ends there for the Raiders. We're going to be moving to the JV sessions now. So if you look here on your screen, you'll see we're now in the JV sessions. That would be, that'd be session 7. So it'll actually be the Royals with the ball first. They'll have 8 plays from the middle of the field. Then the Raiders will. And then each team will have 8 plays from the goal line. So we're down to the last 32 plays. The Royals will have 16. The Raiders will have 16.
Shenandoah Knightstown scrimmage is online.
That one interests me. I
That's
know.
probably a new scrimmage. Probably doesn't
Well,
have
I think last year might have been the
it
first
was the Jamboree.
Oh.
Shenandoah would have been in the Jamboree.
Right.
Right? Was Jamboree
Yeah.
last year?
2 years ago.
Okay.
We scrimmaged last year at Ritter.
Okay.
Wow. So I guess they don't play each other in the regular season, though, do they?
No, so
'Cause they're not
Knightstown being in
TEC,
the Knightstown being in the TEC.
or their only non-conference game.
The TEC each team only gets one non-conference, and Knightstown, when they joined, had to choose between us and Shenandoah. Which is sad because you feel like that should be.
That's another rivalry.
I mean, that's another rivalry game that needs to
Yeah.
be played. That's one of those that. Hard part about football scheduling.
only so much time.
So next week.
I was getting ready to say volleyball. High school volleyball starts tomorrow.
Yep.
I think cross country teams start tomorrow as well. As far as Eastern Hancock sports really getting on the way, I think girls golf's been playing for a while, but
They've had a couple matches already, yeah.
and then but other than that, this weekend's when things really start to ramp up.
And I think we've got 2 volleyball broadcasts next week. Tuesday and Thursday is the plan.
Now. It's Randolph Southern on Tuesday and Connorsville on Thursday.
Okay.
And then at Greencastle on Friday.
Football team will be at Greencastle. Cole, you've got a wedding, so Joe and I will be handling that one. I want to thanks in advance to Greencastle's athletic department for allowing us to stream.
It's my birthday, so they need to have a cake. I'm expecting a cake.
I'm telling you, we'll go to Marvin's. You can get a garlic cheeseburger.
I think I'd rather have a cake. Are you a cake or a pie guy?
I've never turned down anything.
So Royal JV is going to be up, and I want to take a sec to talk about JV quarterback Matt Hunt. Matt's a sophomore, and he is going to be a really good quarterback his junior and senior year. I mean, he's going to be a really good quarterback right now, but he's going to be a really good quarterback. That kid, sneaky athleticism, but incredible coachability. That's the thing with Matt. He is somebody that you only have to tell him once and he learns it. And I bet you right now half the teams on our schedule would love to have him suiting up for them on Friday nights. He's good. And you watch him, his awareness is good, his presence is good. He's going to be a special quarterback for us. From there, Matt hands off. Gain of about 4. That was Brady Frakes in the backfield with him.
Brady, a fairly new to football. I think last year was his first year in 8th grade as a football player, so happy to see him back out here in high school and a different role. He was more of a wide receiver for us last year, so running the ball this year.
Yep. Matt stands in, drills it to Gavin Schultz on the little spot route. Brings up 3rd and 2. Receivers here. You've got Hayden Adams on the near side, Gavin Schultz in the slot.
Lane Simmons.
Lane Simmons is the inside most receiver, and Thano Andropoulos is on the far side.
Oh,
Matt
good
pulls
pull.
it. Look at that play.
Fantastic read.
So I'm going to show a replay here. I want you to watch this. Matt, and again, it's a little blurry, I know. Matt is reading the end lineman, and when he sees him crash on Frakes, Matt pulls that ball out. Great job there with the option.
I'm just interested to see about the other one. Was the other one, I was zoomed in that area, is where the quarterback would be. Maybe not.
There's the other one.
I lied.
So Hunt again, low snap there, and Frakes gets stuck there by Abel Fitsum. Caden Martin comes in for Thano.
I'll tell you what, if you were coaching track still, he's one that's got to be out there.
Who?
Caden is extremely fast. He talk about explosive.
Try to recruit him. Hunt takes the snap, drops back, stands in. I don't know if he got hit on the arm or just threw a duck there.
I think he just didn't have enough room to step into it. Kind of awkward.
Yeah, bounces it over there to Hayden Adams. Subbing here, Beamer and was that Ethan Smith come out. I saw Eli Cox. I didn't see the other one that went in there. R.C. Carver.
Caleb Harmon.
Oh, Caleb Harmon.
Yeah. R.C.'s been in there at right tech, or I think right tech.
Yeah, nice patient run by Brady. Eli Cox pulls around the edge. I know, talking to the coaches, they're really high on this JV team too.
Yeah, should be a team that wins a lot of games.
A lot of freshmen, but skilled freshmen.
Mm-hmm.
Matt flips it out here
to Simmons.
Simmons gets taken down. But again, I want to watch the blocking here. All right, on the replay, watch the blocking from the other two receivers.
Very late flag.
Hayden Adams.
Oh, wow.
Decent block, but he grabs him on the way down. Gavin Schultz with the good crackback block. If Hayden just didn't pull him down, would have been good. But again, those guys, you don't see young guys get in there and get their body in the right spot all the time. So nice job by them. So Royals will get backed up on that.
And they start on a Saturday. So
Mm-hmm.
what Saturday is that? Then that would be a week from tomorrow?
Yeah, it should be right after the Greencastle game.
Okay.
Matt drops back, delivers. Nice ball in there to Simmons. Nope. I was going to say, yeah, he got it.
Yep.
Up to pickup of about 7. I think that's the last play of that session. 3 sessions remaining. We're going to step aside and hear from our sponsors.
Looking to give your car that sparkling clean shine it deserves? Look no further than Dave's Express Care Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1749 West Main Street in Greenfield, Dave's Express is your family-owned and operated car wash destination. Choose from our wide range of wash packages. And while your car gets pampered, you can indulge your taste buds at Dave's Express Grill. Have a bite of the world-famous Super Tenderloin Sandwich. Dave's Express Care Car Wash, where exceptional service meets unbeatable value. Experience the difference today.
Middle school football team started last night.
Last
right?
night, yep.
How did that go, Coach?
Good, pretty well. We got a win, close one, 8-6, barn burner. But pulled it out and looked pretty good. A lot of young guys getting some new spots, and a couple of guys who've been around to help lead. So excited for this year. Got Shenandoah this coming week. So I told them last night we don't. Well, there's no way to sugarcoat it. We don't like them very much. So
high snap over the head of Sean Combs.
Adams was ready to scoop and score,
but they
just
blew it.
dead.
They blew it dead. By the way, my mom just texted me. She's got a Marvin's gift card for me.
Wow, look at that. Maybe I'll make a detour for the wedding. It's just a rehearsal, right?
Yeah.
That's not that big of a deal.
I'm telling you, it's not a great cheeseburger. It's just a famous cheeseburger.
Just a famous one. Famously bad cheeseburger. Or famously mediocre cheeseburger.
All right, trips to the right here for Combs. Never mind, Combs is going over there.
Got to share the play.
Talking to Tyrone Brown. Comes again, high snap, manages to grab it.
Yeah.
Tries to get out of the way. Rolls out. Nice throw on the run. Martin couldn't haul it in, but we're going to get a flag for a hold.
Holmes' pass is incomplete to Brown. There's a flag on the play.
Too late one.
Late flag. Royals on the field right now. You got Hunt on the far side, Brady Frakes at safety, Gavin Schultz at this corner. Your outside linebackers are Colton Chittum and Waylon Blackwell. Your inside linebackers, I see Hayden Adams. I see Carson Petrie.
William Steiner is number 60.
Okay.
Yeah, they have Conley down here as 60.
Yeah, they didn't get that updated yet. That's
that
William
be,
Steiner.
Yeah, because Tencher is not 44. He's 12.
And then you got Mason Hester, Eli Cox, and Chowder there on the line.
I have to step off whatever this flag is before both teams are ready to roll.
He's running away from it.
Officials talking to Coach Johnson, explaining what the call was. Running away from our camera in the process. Now he's coming over here to explain it to Coach Holden.
So how many, let's have a prediction here. We'll just start at the first week. How many measurements are we going to have on the season? Over or under?
I think we had a new record of 2 last year.
I think we had 2 last year.
So that means the line's got to be set at
and
what,
they might have
1.5, 2.5?
They might have been in the same game, if I remember right. So 1.5 measurements on the year.
I'm hammering the under.
Bad snap there. Combs somehow comes up with it, and then Cox and Chowder converge on him for the sack.
I'll bet you a Marvin's cheeseburger.
I want to thank everybody who stuck with us. We got a Ritter player down. So we're going to take a step aside, and we'll be back after these words from 9-Star.
Hancock Regional Hospital and 9-Star Connect have had a relationship for decades. We share a joint mission to support the development of this county. We want this to be the best place in America to live. We, as a healthcare provider, need telecom support, we need utility support, and so in our various locations, we access the services of 9-Star Connect. We would not have been able to do that without that partnership with 9-Star Connect.
9-Star is a different kind of company, and the difference...
Having that window closed. Oh. Maybe help a little bit. We're back. Yep.
So back underway. The player was helped off the field. I think, again, early in the season, still hot. I think we're cramping a little bit. So as we get back underway here, Raiders have a new quarterback in there, Ashton Owen.
Big frame.
Oh, we got a late hit there by Tyrone Brown.
Ashton Owen on the carry for Ritter.
And Joe, I meant to sit there so you could sit here and practice this.
Oh.
That was my plan.
Well, the scoreboard thing, and I really wanted to like see if this option was going to work.
Yeah.
Or not. Because next time we're in here, got to figure it out myself. So
true.
I don't have I wanted to make sure I knew what we were doing.
So we got a late hit there on the Raiders. We'll back them up, and this session has taken forever. The Royals' offensive session was boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, pretty quick.
This session has taken forever.
A lot of laundry this session.
Not as much as the Frankton game last year.
Whew. That got to be one of the record. If we kept records for flags, it's got to be up there.
We do.
I think it was
19 accepted penalties.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our statistician this summer was bored and went back and found the flags in all the games.
Pretty sure that's exactly what I had written down last year. So.
The too many skill guys, 5 receivers and a running back. That's 12 on the field for the Raiders. That is a dangerous formation, though. I tell you what, when you could sneak that one past the refs, that's the way to do it.
You're saying it's a new package, huh? Call that heavy package.
We played back in like 2014. We played an entire series of defense varsity game with 12 guys on the field. Nobody noticed.
I would hope it was 4 and out.
No, it was like 8 plays. I think you were on the field.
Well, that would explain it.
Now they got it sorted out. 4 receivers, 2 to each side. Snap. Handoff there. Good run. Royals got to converge a little bit better, but not bad. Chittum gets run over but brings him down. That was Marcus Andrews with a nice run for the Raiders.
Taken down by Colton Chittum of the Royals.
So I think we have one more or two more plays. I've lost count here. And another flag on the field. False start on the offense.
Or the time limit. Might hit the time limit.
It might hit the time limit.
False start against Ritter.
So Eastern Hancock, couple new faces on the schedule this year. We already talked about the aforementioned Greencastle. Tiger Cubs week 1, but Heritage Christian joined a new conference, and we are unable to play them. Good run here. Andrews breaks it up the sideline, breaks a couple tackles. Chittum brings him down at the 30. Nice run by Andrews. But it's going to come back with another hold. South Putt, week 4, will come here. So South Putt replaces Heritage Christian. Eagles joined a new conference, so couldn't shoehorn us in the schedule. And then
not a new opponent.
No, we've played them.
South
We've
Putt.
played them 3 times in school history. Most recently in 2021. And then Park Tudor, the Panthers replaced Monroe Central on the schedule. So,
And I'm going to miss that. I liked the Monroe Central matchup. I liked it was always a pretty good game for the most part, and they always treated us really well when we would travel there.
Yep.
So.
In the Mid-Eastern Conference, kind of disbanded from a football standpoint. And so that's why we no longer play them, even though they are still in the MEC. So last session here is going to be 8 plays from the 10-yard line with the JV boys. And then we are done.
Okay, here is our issue. Is we have a dirty window. I think that's where we're getting
smudges.
A few specks there. See it?
Yeah.
So
I'll see what I can do.
that will be the bring some Windex out here.
We have
before
some.
our next home game.
I ran out of time and didn't get it
yeah.
clean. I usually
we weren't planning on using that.
No, I usually like to Windex the windows and then Rain-X them before the season starts. But I did not get a chance.
One time we had Coach Hibbert do it during the game, I believe. He was out there cleaning the windows. He's dedicated.
He is. We're going to step aside one more time. We'll hear from our sponsors. We'll return after this.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 19.
All right. Thank you, IHSAA. Let's hear from 9-Star.
What makes 9-Star so unique and so special is not only their people and their service, but their business innovation. And they've taken it one step further. Now they're in the wastewater business, looking to expand services in a way that can benefit consumers, that can benefit their customers in this community. Is really quite unique and fabulous.
9-Star is a different kind of company. And the difference is you.
I haven't seen him.
Like how we're zooming in on
Chris.
on quarterback Matt Hunt's uncle, Chris. Chris, another longtime Eastern Hancock supporter. I know he, when you were in school, he was pulling the trailer and doing a lot of things for the football program. Pulled the trailer, put a lot of miles on that trailer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just trying to get Troy.
Troy Hirschman, our trainer.
Yep, little blurry. Too many people in it.
Yeah,
Can't
Troy's-
decide who to focus in on.
Troy's outstanding. Funny story. So I was talking to Troy today. Our coach, Pat Echeverria, who left last year. Coach Etch is now in North Carolina. So he left his wife, took a job. She works in the medical field, took a job in North Carolina, and Coach Etch obviously had to follow his wife. Typically you do that for your spouse. He had a player get injured, and they don't have a full-time trainer at their school. And so in the middle of practice, he was calling Troy, asking Troy for
advice,
asking Troy for a telemed diagnosis here, because that's how much he trusts.
I'm surprised he just didn't head down there. Troy makes it to a lot of away games.
He's at every away game.
We used to not have away trainers for basketball, and a lot of them he would make it to and bring all of his fancy equipment.
Yep.
So
he does a great job keeping our guys on 2 feet. So 8 plays. This is supposed to be on the goal line, not the 45. But maybe they're just going to say, we'll do it on the 45 and call it good. Or maybe that's what the teams wanted.
Yeah.
A lot of this is what do the teams want? So offensive line, I see Jason Beam. I see Casper Friddle. I see Ethan Smith. I see Mason Hester. R.C. Carver out there.
And then Mason, I think, should be your center.
Yeah, Mason's the center. So, again, a young line, but if you watch them, they are well coached. They get off the ball. They move guys. Do some nice stuff. Good run there. Was that Petrie?
Blackwell.
Oh, that's Blackwell. Wayland Blackwell. Petrie's 40. So 4-yard run there from Blackwell. Hunt still at quarterback. We might see Chittum in this series here. Chittum also plays some JV quarterback.
Wouldn't be surprised if they ever throw him in at a wide receiver spot.
That too, yeah.
He's got some.
Matt stands in. Look at that patience. Delivers to Hayden Adams, and Hayden heard those footsteps and took his eyes off of it. Matt just a touch low, but I love a lot of times a young quarterback doesn't want to stand in there. So Matt again, 3rd down and 6. Hands off to Blackwell. Blackwell breaks a tackle.
Good run.
Good run by him. Picks up about 3 more. Is going to leave us with 4th and 3. There is no punting in the scrimmage.
No. Should be no punting in the game.
Oh, I agree.
Just make a Savannah banana rule.
Matt delivers. Look at that
Nice.
strike. Nice catch there.
Pass and catch.
That was Lane Simmons. Again on that slant stop route there.
Speaking of 4th and 3, I'll have you know we converted 3 dummy plays last night. 3 for 3.
Saw. Yeah, the middle school team, the execution was good. For a week 1 game, that was. I thought we looked very nice.
Just trying to see who our chain gang was over there. I think it's Marley and Jackson.
Matt hands off to Blackwell again. It's about 1.5 yards.
How long has that crew been together?
The chain gang?
Mm-hmm.
Marlon Jackson's done it for a long time. Sometimes it's a different Petrie. I think it's Kyle today. It depends on which Petrie's over there. I think it's Kyle today.
When I first started here, it was
not sure
Scott
who the
a lot.
Yeah, Kyle seems to have taken that over as the Petrie. And
second and long, Matt drops back.
Deep.
Airs out a deep ball just over the outstretched hands. Just past Gavin Schultz. We'll watch the replay of that one.
It'll be coming back. Anyway.
I think it's, sorry. Yeah. It is the old school group. That's Mike Lewis, I believe, is also over there. So you got John Marley, Jim Jackson, Mike Lewis, and Kyle Petrie. There's our chain gang. They don't get a lot of credit.
No, but
we couldn't do it without them. Not easily.
The NFL's trying, but I tell you what, a consistent chain gang is much appreciated by coaches.
And ADs, I'm sure.
And ADs. Schultz took his eyes off of it. See a little bit more of that than I'd like tonight. Two more plays here, I believe. I can see a screen to Schultz. We haven't thrown any screens tonight that I can think of. Flips it out to Blackwell, and that one's
lateral.
And that's kind of, I talked about that lateral pass to Mark. Now that's a toss. And again, that one.
Those are devastating ones.
I'll tell you what, that is a surprisingly hard thing to toss to make. You think it's super easy, right? He's right there, you toss it to him. But it's actually surprisingly harder than you think because he's running away from you. And so that depth perception, sometimes if you don't get it out really quick, sometimes the depth perception's off, and it makes that something you got to practice a little more than you think.
Scoreboard says 4th and 80. I don't think it's 4th and 80, is it?
Nope. Matt's going to air it out. Oh, just overthrows Schultz again. Twice he's had Gavin deep, just first game jitters. That's a little too much mustard on the hot dog. That'll do it for the Royal offense. We will have one more session here. Cardinal Ritter will be on JV. I know the graphic says Eastern, but Ritter will be on, have 8 plays from, I'm going to say wherever they want. It says goal line on the graphic, but they can change that if they want. And we will be back after these words.
Looking to give your car that sparkling clean shine it deserves? Look no further than Dave's Express Care Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1749 West Main Street in Greenfield, Dave's Express is your family-owned and operated car wash destination. Choose from our wide range of wash packages. And while your car gets pampered, you can indulge your taste buds at Dave's Express Grill. Have a bite of the world-famous Super Tenderloin Sandwich. Dave's Express Care Car Wash, where exceptional service meets unbeatable value. Experience the difference today.
And we're getting ready to go here. Raiders going to take it from their own 35. It's like Owen's still at quarterback. High snap over his head. He's going to eat it. As a host of Royals were in the backfield. Dylan Snyder, the defensive coordinator, still calling the defense for the JV here as well. And again, I talked about the coaching staff. Watching these guys, one thing that you get, sometimes those JV guys get a little bit ignored in practice. I've been a part of staffs where the JV guys just don't get a lot of reps. Your focus, is on preparation for the varsity. These guys spend a lot of time. They understand the future's on the field right now. Mm-hmm. And these JV guys do not get ignored. They're getting the same quality of coaching as the varsity here. Owens hit as he throws. Lobs it up. Blackwell with the pick.
They're going to let this one play out.
Yep. Takes it back, and he's pushed out of bounds by the quarterback. Host of substitutions for the Royals.
What's your favorite interception phrase you've ever heard?
I don't hear a lot of them because as a coach, I don't really hear them.
You never had an interception phrase? That way everybody knows we got it. Turn around and go block. I think theirs is bingo.
Oh, I mean, bingo's the default. When you get a pick, it's bingo, and everybody hears it and goes and blocks. But you mean like what? I thought you meant like a announcer's phrase.
No. On the field. Have you ever heard of anything different than bingo?
We've always used bingo or pickle. Owens flips it out here. Nice pass. Good tackle there by Blackwell as he takes down Marcus Andrews.
Marcus Andrews, taken out of bounds by Randall Blackwell Royals. A gain of 5.
So as the scrimmage wraps up here and we're looking, I mean, this is obviously to prep you for week one. What were kind of the goals you think here, and did we get what we wanted?
Yeah, so, the goals, if you're a coach in this situation, your goal is stay healthy, which we're still, we'll find out about Delhi. We're praying about Delhi right now. But you want to stay healthy. You want to see these guys get some of that nerve out. There's a lot of things tonight that you're seeing for the first time.
Fumble.
Even though you've been playing all summer. So one thing that's kind of underestimated that getting used to, this is the first time that you've had a coach signaling from the sideline. So in practice, the coach, and you know this, Cole, usually the coach stands behind the offense so that you can coach them up.
Yeah.
Well, now those receivers on the far side, like you look over there right now at Caden Martin, and Caden Martin's got to look 53 yards away at Coach Steiner. That's a little thing that you haven't had to do all year. And so, making sure that you're still getting the calls, those kind of little things is what you're looking to get, making sure that you're comfortable.
Do you get that with some 7-on-7 stuff in the summer at all, or is that all? Are they on the field then too? Usually,
typically. So now, when I coached, we made a concerted effort. Actually, we would still signal from the sideline. So we would have our managers signal from the sideline, so that we could still stand behind and coach. But that's not the norm. You have to have managers who know the signals, and we had that in John Rodriguez last year, who was also a kicker. I call it, he wasn't a manager, but, during most of practice he was, for that sake. And so, because he couldn't kick all practice. And so, so that's something, getting used to. Again, you're just looking for cleanness. Defensively, you didn't scout these guys.
Right.
You're not trying to beat them. You're looking for the flow. Did our guys flow to the ball well? Yes. Offensively, was our timing good in motions? Was our timing good? Was our pitch relationship good in the option? All those things were yes. So I think for the Royals, you got what you wanted out of this scrimmage.
And I'm sure that you've looked ahead a little bit. What kind of challenge does Greencastle give us next week?
So Greencastle returns an all-state quarterback. I can't remember first name. Stevens is his last name. They took Linton to the wire last year in the sectional. I think he threw for 2,800 yards last year. They bring back a lot of weapons on offense. I have to see their scrimmage film to see how many linemen they bring back. But they're going to be a well-coached team. They're going to be a team that's going to sling it over the yard. It's going to stress our defense. So this is, you asked earlier about what beats this defense. If he can get the ball off before our blitzes can get home, that's going to be what stresses our defense. So that our man-to-man coverage against their receivers is going to be the key next week. I think our offense will roll. I think it's how well we can stop a really, really good Greencastle team. And I say our offense will roll simply because we bring so much back. I have confidence in what those guys are doing. Greencastle's got a good defense. I don't mean it that way, but I think our offense can do its thing. They're going to find ways to score. It's going to be a shootout, I think, next week.
We had a history of having some high-scoring first games of the season.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and the first game of the season tends to benefit the offense. You don't have any film to scout, really as a defense to know what to throw at them. And so without that film, all you've got is last year. And so it makes it difficult for a defense a lot of times in those early games. That's why you see those shootouts early on in the season. So I want to thank the Ritter Raiders for coming out here tonight.
Yep.
Put on a good scrimmage. I think everybody scrimmages are – I heard a coach one time say scrimmages are like going to Golden Corral. There's a little bit of everything. It's all solid. Nothing's great. Nothing was great. Nobody won anything, but everything was okay. So a little bit like that. You got to see a little bit of everything.
All right.
So we will see you guys if you tune in.
Have Tuesday night, hopefully. I mean, there's always the chance that we won't do it, but the goal is the broadcast the volleyball game on Tuesday and Thursday, and then football game on Friday.
Yep. So I want to thank everybody who tuned in tonight, and thank you, friends. We will see you next week.